welcome back to CJ Models. I just want to do a quick review today on Revell's 1144 scale Boeing 747-400, the Air Force One, because unfortunately the F-16 is on hold until that part is replaced, and fair play to Italieri, they're going to send another one out to me. So while we're waiting for that, we may as well make a start on this because this was my next project anyway. As you can tell, it's a massive box. There's loads in here, so I'm going to have to make a lot of room for this. I've just opened it and taken the instructions out, nothing else. So that's what you get in the box. So we'll just chuck that out the way a second. It's just the paper for the decal sheets. We'll just put that to one side. Here's your warning stuff. So won't get into that. Don't need that a second. The decal sheet itself. They look very good. All new Revell stuff are good these days. I don't know if they're cartographer or not. The Revell Zone, which I used a lot of them lately. I mean, the F-14, that was good. So I don't know. I might, because they're so long, is cut these down and the tail as well, rather than try and do it all in one. We might cut them down, try and find a panel line to cut them into. We'll have to look at them. It's all in one big bag. There's not much to airliners anyway. I mean, there's no interior. Oh, you can see how, look at the fuselage. Can't even fit it all on the camera. So, it's a big lump of plane, this one. So, I don't know where I'm going to store this. I really don't. Don't know if I'm going to enter this in the competition yet. I'm not sure. So, there's the big bag. Empty. Right, so what we'll do, just move. So we'll start with the fuselage halves. Some lovely panel line detail. It's all recessed. Quite fine, actually. There is a bit when you get into the instructions of closing windows and open windows. We'll get into that as we do. I might even get some plastic cards just to put in the fuselage to stop it separating. I have heard a couple of people say they've had issues down that way. So that's one. I think that's just a bit of flash. There is a bit of flash on it, but let's be honest. You're going to sand this anyway when the two halves are together, so there's no point moaning about that. Same as the other side. You do get all the aerials and antennas molded on. I don't know if I'm going to cut them and mix them myself. We'll have to see how flimsy they are. Like I said, a bit of flash, but by the time you sand this down, you can't injure that. So that's the two fuselage halves. Very well detailed. Same as the wings. say tiny bits of flash. Some good detail in the undercarriage for the pipes and hydraulic pipes, and that was already on there. Like I said, there's a bit of flash by here, but by the time you sand the two halves together, can't whinge about it. Second wing. There's a big lump of a plane. I think I've seen them on the internet for about £30. I paid less at a model show. I think I paid 27. The elevators, very well detailed. I mean, could add some rivet detail if, well, there's a bit. Don't know how well you would see that on the camera, to be honest, but there is a bit. But the recessed panel lines are good. Not too over scale. Clear parts. Now then. Where's the windscreen? That I don't know at the moment. I'll have to send off for another part now. Right, well, I'll go back and I'll have a look at that now. But anyway, this is the last sprue. It's got all the engines, the cowlings, and so you've got a bit of flash on it, but it's not really worth moaning about. The main wheel well, there's a bit of pipe work in there. The struts for the wheels, they're quite good. They're not too flimsy. It's going to have to put a lot of weight in this to sit on the front wheel. It's one of the panels probably for the back end. It's very well detailed. And say these are the wing tips. It's a bit of flash, but let's be honest, a little scrape with a knife. It's not hard. There's a bit on the engine covers, but again, there's no point in whinging about it. It's done within a couple of seconds. The instruction manual. It's in good colour. It's very easy. One thing I had noticed is you do have to decide that, although it's the same markings, you do have to decide quite early which version you want to do, because there's one before the San Diego accident. You could do the one before or the one which they fly now. I'll probably do the one they fly now. So just bear that in mind before you start. But it's only the cowling covers, there's different colours on them. That's the only thing, really. There's not much difference in the two. So again, these are our paint callouts. All the parts numbered, so you can find what's what. And then we start, like I said, with the windows, whether you want them open or closed. And then there's a couple which need filling. And then we start with the front wheel undercarriage the bay, and then all the wheels and the struts. And then that gets put in. Like I said, no cockpit in this. It's just straight together. Just don't forget to put weight in it if you want it set on the front wheel. And then you can move on to your wings, and the tips and the elevators. Then the engines. It's all perfectly marked. And then your engines. I was going to try and spray this without the wings, but we'll have to check fit before we think like that. Because I'm going to use the Halford's rattle cans. Do the gloss white. Because I find for something like that, it's very hard to airbrush it all. And it's quite a big aircraft. So I think we'll use the... oh. As I put my hand down, there's the windscreen. So no flash on it. Quite predominant, the frame, so I should bit off camera there, sorry. It's quite predominant to mask off. I'm going to keep that in the bag. So yeah, sorry to go off. And then, yeah, we do our engines, then we do the undercarriage for the main wheels, and the struts for the ones in the wings, and then the doors, unless you want to skip all this and have it closed. It'd be quite a sturdy stand you'd have to get for this. They don't recommend their own, because Airfix sometimes recommend which one to buy, but they don't in this. To be honest, I don't really do them like that, so I've never really looked, but I'm sure you can buy them all over the internet anyway. And then we move on to our decals. Big mountain of them to go on. For the windows themselves, I think I'm going to use the glue and glaze and open all the windows. So like it does look like glass once it dries. Brilliant stuff. So that's that, and then the top and bottom view. Like I said, definitely for the fuselage, I'm going to do the rattle cans. I'll prime it like I normally do, and then we'll use the rattle cans then to spray the white, and then we'll spray in the wings and the elevators then. So I might do it all like that, and then we'll mask the wings and the elevators off, spray the plane, the fuselage halves, and then we'll mask the white off and spray the wings and the elevators. So that's just a quick little review on that, just while I wait, because I just had the email back from Atalieri about the replacement part for the F-16. I would like to finish that. I was enjoying that kit, but while we're waiting, we'll do some work on this and we'll go from there. So hopefully catch you then. Thank you very much.